Today is new bike day, which is always special, but today is extra special because the bike that I have just taken delivery of is a game changer and, in my opinion, the future of mountain biking. Ever since I found out that Haibike were going to be making a bike with the Pinion system, I was instantly stoked. And fast forward a few months and here it is, the Haibike ALLMTN CF11. First of all, I absolutely love the ALLMTN collection. My first e-bike back in the day was an ALLMTN and I've had one every single year since then. And this right here is by far the most advanced of the ALLMTN collection. Before we take a look at the fancy Pinion gearbox system, let's look at the rest of the bike, starting with the frame. I actually run this frame in a size medium. It's made from carbon fibre and the colour is called Rock Orange Carbon, and it has a lovely glossy finish. There's a new rear shock position to improve the kinematics of the bike and a very futuristic design with the shock actually coming through the top tube that looks really cool. Suspension wise up front we've got the RockShox Zeb Ultimate, which is a top of the line fork, and on the rear we've got the Super Deluxe Air, which are both in 160mm of travel. We've got Magura MT5 brakes front and rear, and then we've also got a mullet wheel setup, and the overall weight of the bike is 24 kilograms, which for a full fat e-bike with a big battery is super lightweight. Let's take a look at the drive unit then, which is actually incredible on this bike. We're running the Pinion E1.12 MGU, which means motor gearbox unit. So the gearbox and the motor unit are all combined into one. That's powered by an 800 watt hour battery and gives out an average of 85 Newton meters of torque, but in the first 4 gears you can get up to 160 Newton meters, which is absolutely insane power. There is 4 different ride modes and there's an extra boost mode just in case you wanted some more power. That system is operated by a ring controller on the handlebars, which is very, very clean, and you've got an integrated screen built into the top tube, and you can also connect your app to personalize all your settings and customize your ride modes. As you can see with the gearbox design, there is no rear derailleur, which is actually amazing because there's nothing hanging off the back of the bike here which could possibly get damaged. All the gearbox is in the center of the bike, which is actually really clever for weight distribution as well, because the weight is in the center of the bike and very low, which in fact a lot of the top downhill bikes have slots on the frame that they can position lead, because certain tracks having that weight down low is a real benefit. One of the huge benefits to the gearbox system is the fact that you can change gear while you're stationary, whilst you're in the air, or whilst the drivetrain is under huge load, which in the past with a mech and a chain is not possible because it would just cause all sorts of damage. Obviously you can't just look down at the cassette to find out what gear you're in, so you're informed by your gear choice on the screen at the top. And there is actually an automatic shift mode built in, which I'm excited to try out. The belt system itself is made by Gates. It is very clean looking, very tidy at the back, nothing hanging off to cause potential damages, and the system is silent because you don't have a chain slapping around. The biggest benefit of having the belt drive system is the fact that it is insanely low maintenance. When you get back from a ride, you don't have to degrease, clean and re-lube your chain. You can simply just wash this with the hose and you're ready to go. The belts, I've been informed, last around 16,000 miles, and in terms of the gearbox you only need to do an oil change every 10,000 kilometers. There's nothing more to say about this bike. It's time to ride it, which I'm super excited about, so I think we should head into the woods and go shred some trails. We've made it into the local woods. This is the best place to come try a new bike out because I'm very familiar with all the trails. So I'm actually just so excited to try the Pinion out, see what the gearbox is all about. And we've come over to one of my favourite jumps, which is called the ski jump, and we're about to give it a send. Here we go then, straight in to the ski jump. Woo, it's silent. Wow. It's silent. It's so light as well for a full fatty. Into the jump down here. Oh, it jumps incredible, which is very good news because I spend a lot of my time riding jump tracks. I wonder if there's any reason it'd roll quicker because it was going so fast down the track there. I know it's dry, but that speed was insane, and the shifting is just so insane with the gearbox. I actually can't believe it. What a feeling. New bike day always feels good, but this is a very, very special one. And we've now come over to a very special line. So I recently scoped this out as the steepest, most difficult line at my local. It goes between the trees and then basically just drops off a cliff. Here we go, we have to go between these trees, so it's a bit of a precision one. Whoa. Oh, that's so steep. We have to go between these trees, so it's a bit of a precision one. Whoa. This bike is actually such a shred machine. It's unbelievable. There's a really cool drop that comes across here, which is quite scary because it's blind as you come into it. I'm going to give it a little send. You can make this line a little bit longer. There's a little tabletop jump here that we can give a send just on the way in. It is tiny. Then we come up into the scary blind drop, which has an insane run out. Feels like quite a groundbreaking day actually. Like the first time you try an e-bike from a normal bike, you sort of get a feeling like, wow, that's really cool and different. And I've got that same feeling today with the gearbox. It feels like a big step forward in mountain bike technology, which is quite a cool feeling. We've now come over to this drop. We're sort of sticking to like the mini rampage line theme, and we're going to give us a little send. Don't need much speed for this. I've just come up with an absolutely terrifying idea. I think that you can actually do a manual, then hit that big scary drop, which is probably not my smartest idea ever, but it could also be a really fun one and probably will feel insane if you do it. What's hard is there's not much run up, so I don't know how long the manual before can actually be, but I'm gonna give it a little go. Let's just try like a little one then towards the edge. Oh, feels like you're gonna flip off of it. That's terrifying. Like a little one then towards the edge. Oh. That's scary. I wasn't really manualing from that far back. I'm going to actually try now and just go back in stages until I'm at a point where I'm happy. That was a bit further back. We're going to try again. Okay, come in. Oh, wow. That is so scary. Oh! That felt like a proper one there. I actually had like a manual going where I was controlling it with my legs. That's an insane feeling. I'd like to practice that because then you could actually get it really good and do it off drops much bigger than this one. I think it's about time we hit a trail. We've got some really good little single track downhill tracks here at the local, which is perfect to continue the first ride on the Pinion. Here we go then, dropping in for a little trail send. Let's pop another Manny. Not off a drop this time. Phew! Nice through the trees. Speed tuck. Wow, big air. Yo, nice big suit. That's the first trick on the Pinion. You managed to finish. That is so good. I've only been riding this an hour and I couldn't recommend to you guys enough to give the Pinion a try. If you're local to me, Les Cycles have actually got this bike in stock as well as some of the other All Mountain collection. But we're now ready for the next test, which is going to be the sound test, and the perfect way to find out how silent this bike is on a stair set. We've made it to the next spot then, which is this incredible stair set behind me, and what I want to test here is the lack of noise, the pure silence that the Pinion offers. Stair sets on a normal bike are very, very noisy because the gears are just slapping up and down. I imagine this is going to be like a silent disco, very quiet on the outside, but in my brain and when you're on the bike, absolutely hectic and a lot of fun. So let's jump on the new weapon and give it a send. Here we go then, dropping in first stair set send on the Pinion. Woo. Oh my goodness, it's the silent disco. It's so good. Oh.
getting on down then. Oh, we've got another gap. Yes. Woo-hoo. Oh my God, that's so good. What a stair set send. This handles them like an absolute beast, and it is so silent, no chain slap, no noise. Absolutely love it. We've now made our way to Hadley Bike Park. This is actually where the cross country was held in the 2012 Olympics, and it's also where I'm going to be testing out the ALLMTN 11 on some rocky climbs, starting with this section behind me. We're just going to select 5th gear. That seems to be quite good for climbing. It's actually insane to me that you can change gear and be ready to go stationary, and there's no clonking like now when I pedal. And this is quite a technical little climb, so let's get it. There we go. Yes, look at that. There we go. Yes, look at that. Up over this rock. Oh, it just kind of feels like there's endless power. Like, that's not the steepest climb. A bit technical with the path you have to choose. But because there's no gears, all I was really thinking about was the pedal strikes. Not worrying if I was going to clip the derailleur because I don't have one. And there's a slightly more steep hill next to it with a little trials line on the way back down. Oh. We need a bit of speed for this first bit, so I have to fly out up one of the tracks. Then, with the shifting now, I can actually do it stationary. So I've selected gear 4. Don't even need to pedal to engage it because the line gets tiny from here. There we go. It's now time for the finale of the video, and I've actually saved a huge hill climb until last. I've only been up this once, and it was about 7 or 8 years ago, and it was such a struggle on the e-bikes back then. I'm going to be so interested to see what it's like on the Pinion, and I'm curious because I'm going to be able to change gears on the slope, so I'm interested to see what impact that has with hill climbs, because I think it could make quite a big difference. Let's give it a little try. This is also the first time I'm going to use the super turbo mode, so I can hold it down. The screen's gone red. Right, let's see. We're going down gears. No way. Oh my God. We're going down gears. No way. Oh my God. How mad was that? Second try, we've got super turbo engaged. Let's get it.
Go on.
Oh my God, no way. Oh my God, no way. Wow, second go. I'm just gonna drop straight back in. Second try, that's unbelievable. I'm absolutely mind blown at the fact I got up that steep hill in 2 goes, and I think that is to do with a few different factors. First of all, the bike is just insanely powerful. In those first 4 gears you're getting up to 160 Newton meters of power, but more importantly, I think it's to do with the fact that when you're doing hill climbs now, you can change gear mid-hill climb with the gearbox. On the old derailleur and chain system, you couldn't do that because you just blow your drivetrain up. And on that climb, I actually cycled through about 3 or 4 different gears to help me at all the different stages on a steep climb. It's actually just insane. It's such a good feeling. And the future is here, people, and it is in the gearboxes on mountain bikes. Overall, I'm so stoked with the ALLMTN 11. It feels amazing to ride. In the next video, I'm going to be upgrading the bike with parts from some of my other sponsors, and then I just want to ride this thing. So we're going to go on some trips, hit up some epic locations and ride with some rad people. So if you've enjoyed this one, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a